I would like to express my personal welcome and thanks for all of you who make it for this very special day to honor Professor Ted Wu's life. Ted Wu is is an outstanding colleague, great scientist, great mentor, and is a very close personal friend to me and to my family. So I came to Caltech in June of 1993. I remember vividly during the faculty reception hosted by the president, and that's the first time I met Ted Wu. And of course, he's very well known among all scientists, especially among the Chinese American community. So I very much look up to him, and then he was very friendly, and we become friends almost like instantly. And in our first meeting, he was passionately sharing with me the legendary story about how the three founding fathers of Caltech, how Caltech transformed itself from a vocational school into the first grade university. So we become very close friends, and then I actually get to interact with some of his own PhD students. They took my class, and then we actually start collaborating. And he even supervised. We have one joint PhD student. Gab is 30, he's supposed to be here, maybe he's already here. So I can watch his action in a close distance, how he mentor, inspire a student. I mean, he only knows the answer, but he will not tell the student how he should do it. He will ask a sequence of questions to inspire the student to think, to come up with his own idea. But when the student finally got it, he showed a big smile and so great encouragement to the student, and that means a great deal to my student. Because my student Gabi, he was trained as a pure mathematician. He got his bachelor degree at Caltech Math Department. But when you need to venture across the discipline to study fluid dynamics, it took some time even for me to learn the intuition that Ted has established over so many years. But he's always very encouraging, very patient. Let the student come to his own understanding. So we had a great time, and since then although he retired in 1996, but he's still very active research-wise, and he continued to do research in development new nonlinear wave theory to generate the ocean wave, to study tsunami, and a number of areas. I continue to revisit this biofluid mechanics that he studied in the 60s, early 60s. And then one of the among many honor and recognition he has received. So he was in particular very proud of the fact that he got the best teaching award from Caltech, from the student, for his teaching. He's a very passionate teacher. In 1995, a year before he retired, he's very proud of that. And because of that, he told me that many students came to him after his class that this is so valuable because there's no book. He did not follow a single textbook. He followed his own handwritten lecture note. So he said, you have to write it up as a textbook to benefit more people. So after his retirement, he spent many years to try to put together the lecture note he accumulated over the year. With a very strong mathematical foundation, but with his unique touch, his understanding. So actually, my research group also get to meet with him very regularly. We have many lunch, dinner at the afternoon or in a restaurant outside. So he took great pressure to interact with young people and inspire them. And in return, my student, my postdoc will come to his house to help him to solve some later issue, computer problem. From time to time, he could not get his computer to work. Then later, he made some minor mistake, and then he just refused to work. He get very frustrated. So my student, he would call up me, and then I send my student postdoc to his home to fix it. Sometimes he get very impatient. Oh, I need it right away. Please come over. So and his printer sometimes get into problems, so we have to go there to fix it for him. But when I shared this sad news about the passing of Professor Ted Wu to my student, my former student, they all very sad and miss the great time that we interact with him many times. So, for example, during one lunch in the afternoon that he We discuss all kinds of topics, from science to philosophy to history, and he knows so much about both Chinese culture and the Western culture. And then he will ask a question. He will know the answer, but he asks everybody to write out, use 2 words in Chinese. So what's most important for you for your life? So each student write out a piece of paper, and there's two words. Everybody have their own emphasis. And then finally, he wrote his 2 words. Okay, and then when everybody saw his 2 words, everybody, wow, that's deep. That is very profound. Then he's a huge happy laugh, hearty laugh. And he so much enjoyed meeting with us, with the young people. And from time to time, he'll call me up, hey Tom, let's have a lunch in the afternoon. I miss you guys so much, you know. So I recorded with my wife, took many pictures, I recorded some video. I in fact shared with Founder and Sandy and Melbourne, that you can see how lively, how happy, even though he was already in the 80s at the time, maybe close to 90. So he's still in a very good spirit. So in fact, I frequently visit him at his home, and then every time he comes, he will show me the most exciting part of his new chapter in his book project. And he even took the time to study Riemannian geometry, something is like a pure mathematics. And he even shared with my student the story how Riemann, the great mathematician, student of Gauss, it's like a god, how he invented the concept of Riemannian geometry during his PhD dissertation. And then we did not even know the story. But he said that the pure mathematicians get it wrong. They wrote it so complicated, nobody can understand it. So he using his interpretation, I need to write a book about Riemannian geometry so that engineer can understand it and use it. I really much admire his courage. In fact, we spent some effort to help him to get his book published. And he told me that whenever I come to visit his home, he's very happy. He called me brother. He said, brother how? I said, we see my older brother. How show? I said, oh no, he's like 40 years older than I. How can I deserve that? But that means we are very close. He treat me like a brother. So he said that every day I woke up, I look at the mirror, I talk to myself. He said, hey, Otan, you're doing great, you're not bad. I had to pat myself on the back so keep it going. So he always had a great spirit, even in the past 3 years or so when he was confined to the bed. So we come to see him by his bedside from time to time. Every time that I come to see him, he remembers our name actually. So sometimes he may not remember everybody, but he still remember me and remember my wife's name. And then you have to, we need right to communicate with people. He cannot really hear much, but he can speak. He can speak very loud. So he just said, wow, you should come to visit us more often. In fact, when we were not there, I heard from his helper, Amy. He said, he very much talk about you. He said, Professor Ha, I really miss him. Can you ask him to come over? You know? So we really established very close bond. So it's about 1 week before he passed away. So I remember vividly that I would think because of Professor Hao Yong, his former student now is in Tsinghua. A few weeks before that, he said, hey, what about Tan Wu? How's he doing? Professor Wu, he not call him Tan Wu. He said, he's close to 100 years. Maybe we should have a celebration for his 100 years birthday, right? How is health? They said, well, he's not doing so well. But I'm going to plan to see him. And so I sent a message to Sandy, the wife of Founder. I said, hey, I would like to pay a visit to your father, to Professor Wu. Sandy told me, wow, he's in the Arcadia hospital now. And it's for minor thing. He said the founder is out of town, will be back the next week. So I said, okay, let me wait until founder come back and we'll come to visit you next Saturday. So unfortunately, on Saturday morning, December 16th, the founder gave me a call in the morning. I did not pick it up the first time, then he left a message. Then he said, oh, my father passed away this morning. I feel so sad and so shocked. It's like I'm missing by 1 week. I wish I could see him in the hospital or at his home. He was supposed to be discharged to go back to his home, but that's so kind of unexpected. But he lived such a great life, very long life, very happy, so accomplishing. So I was also feel relieved that I spent the whole day accompanying Founder in the hospital, so taking care of the thing, and then I would pay my respect to him in my own way. I'm a Buddhist. So I recite some sutra for him and ask some Buddhist disciple to come. So it's very meaningful way to remember him. So I sat by his bedside I asked Fang that I need some private time, so. There was a very touching moment for me. We are here today to celebrate his life, and I think that we are all very happy that we all wish, I wish I could have lived a life like Professor Wu. Such a long life, accomplished life, and he always had a lot of unbounded optimism, always caring about other people, you know. So I think later on, Helena Wang, we can speak on behalf of her family, that when her father was a graduate student, Lisa Wang, that Professor Wu showed great care for him and his fiancée, Anne Wang. But for some whatever reason, that Anne's parents cannot come from Taiwan to attend their wedding, so Professor Wu volunteered to serve as the father of the bride and walk her down to the church. So that you can see, there's one example, and so how much we care about people, right? So so during the 90th birthday celebration I was very happy to be involved in the organization, and he's so happy for the one-day celebration in September 26, 2014. I remember I heard that the Ted was so proud of that celebration that Sandy told me that whenever he go, everybody come to visit, he would show them that there's a big poster about the 90th birthday celebration. He said, look, Caltech did this to me, I'm so proud, I'm so happy. And I heard even when he was in hospital, he would carry the poster to the hospital to show to the nurse. And the doctor say, I'm so proud to be a professor at Caltech, and they treated me so well. So he's very proud that we did that, so that we honor him this way. And he also very proud of Caltech. I learned many legendary stories about Caltech from him. And from about 2000 to 2004, I think Caltech was ranked #1 by the Times Higher Education global ranking. He's so proud. He told everybody, Caltech's #1, not only once, every time, 5 years. So you can see that Caltech means so much to him. So, well, today we celebrate the life of Professor Wu, a close colleague, a great friend, and a great mentor for many of us, and such an accomplished scientist. Not only just for what he has accomplished, but as a person, I think that he's just a great intellect, his great personality that really inspired. I think his spirit will stay to influence many, many people for many generations to go. Thank you.